BD's World, changing your mindset.
Welcome to the third edition of BD's Words Productions Business Summit and Fair. It's happening live here at Radisson Blu Hotel Ikeja, and it's exciting because of the array of products that our business owners and participants are showcasing today. You do not want to miss this. Stay back and we'll be right back.
BD's World, changing your mindset.
Business Summit and Fair, Disabled Inclusive, is an annual business advocacy advocating for a friendly, healthy, and more inclusive business environment for all. Held its third edition, which took place today, 13th October 2022, at Radisson Hotel Ikeja, Lagos, with theme Challenges Facing the SMEs in this Dispensation and the Way Out.
We're going to enjoy this event. We're going to have a healthy deliberation that will yield results for a greater Nigerian today.
The event witnessed a large turnout of participants, business owners, experts like Sweden representatives, unemployed Nigerians, politicians, and others. Senator Anthony Adefuye was the chairman of the event.
I think it's fantastic, and I think Nigeria is blessed with a lot of talents, and they need encouragement. And by the grace of God, we shall encourage them. I think the convener has done very well. This is the third one, and she's growing. I'm sure by next year it will be a better one, and she will continue to grow. May God bless her.
The event started with Ruben Kalu, a business innovation and digital strategist, as the keynote speaker.
The world has changed. We know that after 2020, the world has gone to a half time. Okay, everything has changed, and if you're still doing business the same way you were doing before 2020, like they said, you are wrong. Okay, everything has actually changed, and I'm going to be sharing with us, the kind of changes we have seen so far in the world, especially in this part of the world, and the kind of skills we need to build, because we need to really realign ourselves. We need to change the way we see business. Okay, what kind of skills are you going to build? Okay, and what kind of tools are you going to deploy? If you have staff, what kind of training are you going to expose them to so they can be able to become more effective? Because these days now, I don't know how many of us are doing remote job here. Anyone here? Okay, jobs have gone remote. Okay, if you have a company, most times it's easier for you to deploy a remote staff to be able to help you do a lot of your managerial stuff and your marketing. The setting of your department had to be, either outsourced or give out to remote opportunities. Okay, so and so these days, like we're trying to mention, where people have to develop more products, more skills, and more services, okay, and take advantage of some platforms. You must have a platform. In this time, you must have a platform. You must have a content. You must have something you are publishing, okay? Either you are doing a blog, or you are, like a newspaper, you are actually publishing news. Like most of you that know BD, we know that she's always publishing news, right? So you must have a content. Now, when we say content, it mustn't just be news. Okay, you could have a food. If you have a food, I can see a lot of people selling so many things. The best way to be able to sell those things is through content publishing. Okay, they are called online publishers.
Then the panel of discuss.
I am delighted to be here on behalf of Smeda. So, from what he has presented so far, it's made that we have been having these plans on having ecosystem whereby all the MSMEs will be captured, and to be like a platform whereby they can showcase their goods and services.
This is one of the biggest problems we're having in Nigeria. In my area now, for the past 1 week, they announced that there's not going to be light, and we did not see that light. and nothing happened. The people without, what do you call it, prepaid, they will still pay that bill. Whether you use it or not, you will pay that bill. What about people that run businesses? Do you know how many shortages they must have gotten because of that 1 week breakdown in light, electricity? Nobody cares. The moment that business falls, that's the end of it. Security. This one is not talking about Boko Haram. It's internal security. That person you are employing into your business, your staff, who are they? Majority of them are the ones killing that business.
People buy what they perceive. We're into perception market. You know, you must make people perceive you are the best in that area. Don't be the second best. You know, if you see between Konga and Jumia say they are the best in Nigeria. Konga say they are the best in Africa. I mean, nobody wants to take number 2. Or are you planning to be the number 2? Fine. So that's what you need to do. Okay.
I started as a trader at Ladipo Market, and I can only plead with BD to link me up with the lecturer so that we'll be able to work hand in hand to talk to our traders, because we are killing ourselves in buying and selling in Ladipo, not knowing that there's other modern ways, at least to make money peacefully. Because the hustle, we are hustling at Ladipo there, watching cars on the roads, begging for customers to come and patronize, not knowing that there's a more easier way to go about it.
If you look at some time in the past, long ago past, they were making money. Of course, when you talk about SME, you're actually talking about wealth generation. So those days in the long ago, how were they doing it? Were they having challenges, or are challenges just peculiar with us? Now, in those days, you know, there was a time countries like Egypt, Babylon, Rome, they were the world powers, and they were the one in charge. Now, if you look back then, how were they making money? How were they creating wealth? By brown power. Brown power, meaning strength. They were meaning their strength.
Different speakers and response from the crowd was the peak of the event.
I don't know how related to this cryptocurrency, because I remember sometimes ago a lot of people ventured into some of these internet businesses that they don't even know where the offices are, and people begin to drop in money, and they make money some hours, in days, in weeks, and before you know it, the whole thing crashed.
Regarding the Google for business that you spoke about, for businesses that have, you know, that render services, and especially those that don't have a physical space or maybe run from home, you know, as you mentioned, the importance of having business on Google for business. If you have to register your business on that platform, and you don't want to show that you're running your business from home, because you know a lot of people have, you know, trust issues, and you are rendering a service, not a product. How then do you get to snap your physical space, or do you advise, or what do you advise basically?
My question is this, is linked to, it's actually directed to Okakalu, and that is, you have this idea regarding the digital world, and a lot of people, if you notice from the hands that were raised down, they didn't really go up. It shows lots of illiteracy in the digital space. What work is, I wouldn't want to start with the government, but what work, because it seems as though this knowledge seems to be in the hands of few. I mean, I've been trying to go into that space, but it's for some, they grew my business, I'm into it. You understand? But I don't know so much about it. So who's responsible? No, I think that's not the right term. What do you think we should do to make sure that this knowledge gets to the masses, so they don't have to pay through their noses?
Senator Anthony, as the chairman of the event, led the exhibition tour. Many people aired their views about the event and the convener.
It's really interesting. Why do I say so? This is a very wonderful idea, wonderful ideology initiated by BD. It's encouraging, especially for the small-scale business men and women who are not able to push their products forward into the market. With this, they will be able to showcase, they will be able to let the public to know, what they are into, and to encourage the less business men to promote them. Those help they cannot get from government, they are getting it from her.
Oh, I had fun. At least I learned a lot. At least I learned something I'm going to put back into my business. I don't regret coming here.
This edition is super beautiful. I've learned a lot. This edition has really transformed a lot in me. In fact, I thank God I came for this edition, and it's going to do a lot in my life and in my business and everything I do.
This is my first time, and I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed that knowing that BD has taken the business she does, business of broadcasting, and informing people to another level, which is not only her own business, but galvanizing the efforts and knowledge of other business people, and bringing other stakeholders to help SMEs, especially the special needs persons I met here today. They call them physically challenged, but we call them special needs. And I'm really, really very impressed, because this is very different for me, very unique. And I say congratulations to you, BD.
The convener supervised the presentation of award, followed by her appreciation speech to her guests and others.
Thank you. Congratulations once again.
One man who has been there for me. When you say somebody has been there for you, say, he has given you millions. See, life is not all about millions, but it's all about encouragement. It's all about somebody you will always call and the person will answer you. This event, this is the 3rd edition. He's been here since he was there. The way you came today was the way he came, the 1st edition. You know what the 1st edition is? You don't even know what you're doing. It's just like gambling. We did it in Sweden. He came before everybody. He was there, we set our banner. He was there, we set everything. And step to the end. Senator, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you.
The event ended with refreshments and side attraction.